Hey everyone, welcome to Education Huh? So guys, today we are going to continue the poem The Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, and today we will be doing the summary from class 12. So guys, first of all we are going to discuss about the poet, and the poet of the poem you have been given is Stephen Spender, right? Stephen Spender is one of the well-known poet of his time, and he has written a lot of poems. So let's see a few information about him which I have prepared for you, because it's important to know about the author also, right? So Spender was born in 1909, and he died in the year of 1995. He was a poet and English essayist. Essayist means the person who writes essays, right? The person who writes essays. So I think it is clear for you. I don't need to write it. I will write only essay, right? Spender has a keen interest in politics, so he declared himself as a socialist and pacifist. Means he was having a lot of interest in politics. So what he did, he declared himself as socialist. Means he was involved in a lot of social work, and also he was related in the political words also, right? His work concentrated on theme of social injustice and class struggle. So basically this poem is based upon social injustice which people face, as well as the class struggle. क्या है? Class struggle. So these are the two basic theme of the chapter जो आपको clear होनी चाहिए. क्या? पहला है social injustice and second one is class struggle. So Stephen Spender के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. He was a well known poet as well as he was an essay writer also. That is called essayist for you. He was interested in politics also, so he called himself as a socialist and pacifist. Okay, and his poem The Elementary Classroom in a Slum is basically what? Based on social injustice and class struggle that the young children face. Now we will discuss a short introduction of the chapter, and the introduction helps you to get an overview of anything, right? So this poem is interesting also, as well as important for exam also. So what we are going to do, we are going to see the short introduction of the chapter, right? So here you can see what has been given to you. Now you can see here it has been given that the poem written by Stephen Spender describes the social inequalities which are prevailing in society. So basically what is meaning of this? Meaning of this is that in this chapter, basically in this poem, your author has described the social inequalities which are nowadays prevalent in our society, right? So he has discussed about those stuffs that have been described in the poem. Now next it is given in the poem, he describes the condition of students of an elementary school which is situated in a slum area. So basically what he has did, he has talked about the condition of students who are studying in elementary school, and that elementary school is located at a slum area. Slum area means क्या होता है? The area which is very poor and with no quality education, nothing. But even it is from what? It has very bad conditions, and a lot of dangerous disease can be caused. Such type of unhygienic conditions are there, right? The poet wants to draw the attention of everyone towards these kids. So basically in this poem what he wants, why he has highlighted that elementary school, because he wanted to draw everyone's attention towards the kids, those who are studying at the what? That elementary school, right? Next it is being said here, because he wants to highlight the attention of everyone, or he wants to highlight the students so that their life can be improved and they may trained to become good citizens rather than criminals. So यहाँ पर एक बहुत ही बुरी चीज़ ऑथर ने हाईलाइट की है, that लोगों का वो अटेंशन उन बच्चों की तरफ करना चाहता है, दोज हु आर स्टडिंग एट एलिमेंट्री स्लम स्कूल, एंड बिकॉज ही वॉन्ट्स कि ये बच्चे अच्छे से ट्रेंड किए जाएं, बिकॉज ही वॉन्ट्स दैट दीज चिल्ड्रन शुड बी ट्रेन्ड प्रॉपरली एंड after that, so that they can become a good citizen and not become the criminal. So basically in the whole introduction you have been highlighted about the social differences that is maintained still in between rich and poor, right? And basically in this poem he has highlighted the conditions of the students who are studying in the school in slum areas. He want that these children should be trained properly and so that they can become a good citizens. So now we are going to talk about the summary. On the screen you can see the summary. This is the summary. Let's see the summary. The poem starts with the detailed description of pathetic condition of children who are studying in a school located in a slum. So basically यहाँ पर आप क्या बताया गया कि जो आपकी पोएम है वो क्या स्टार्टिंग से ही डिस्क्राइब कर रही है pathetic condition of children those who are at the slum school. So means pathetic means क्या होता है, बहुत ही बुरी. What it is mean? So pathetic means होता है very bad. What? Very bad. So I will tell you few words also, definitions, so you can get. So basically summary start है यहाँ से आपकी, and it is saying कि चैप्टर जो है आपका पोएम है इसके स्टार्टिंग से ही आपको चिल्ड्रंस की पैथेटिक कंडीशन बताई जा रही है, एंड दीज स्टूडेंट्स आर व्हाट, दे आर स्टडिंग इन अ स्कूल नियर द स्लम एरिया, राइट. सो पैथेटिक मीन्स होता है वेरी बैड. दीज आर फ्यू वर्ड्स जिसकी मीनिंग आपको, बिकॉज आप अपने एग्ज़ाम में जब कुछ पर्टिकुलर एनसीईआरटी के चैप्टर्स होते हैं और उनसे क्वेश्चंस आपके बोर्ड्स में आते हैं, सो इफ़ यू आर यूजिंग सम important words or you can say standard words, so you will get the good marks. So pathetic is one of those words. Next, see what has been given here. These children are malnourished and sick. The poet compares them with the rootless weeds. So यहाँ पर आपको एक कंपैरिजन देखने को मिला है एंड आपको बताई गई है स्टूडेंट्स की कंडीशन. तो जो बच्चे हैं स्लम एरिया में व्हाट आर malnourished and sick. Malnourished means क्या होता है, when you don't get sufficient food, less to eat, you can write it, less to eat, when you don't get the sufficient food to eat, right? So जो बच्चे हैं वो क्या है, malnourished है. Malnourished means they are not getting proper nutritious food, as well as due to the malnourishment they are what, sick also. They are not a well developed child. एंड यहाँ पर इसकी जो बच्चे हैं इनका कंपैरिजन आपके पोएट ने किया है रूटलेस वीड से, मींस ऐसी घास से किया है जो कि क्या होती है, जिनकी रूट्स नहीं होती हैं. सो इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट हैविंग द रूट, सोसाइटी इज़ आर वीड, right? And the root down is the children. So if it is not strong, the weed will not be able to survive for long days. So that is the comparison made here, right? Now see the further also. It seems if their physical and mental growth stopped. So उनकी conditions को देखकर ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि जैसे उनकी mental और physical condition क्या हुई है, stop हो गई है, रुक गई है. Such kind of pathetic condition and sad condition was there in the school of children, right? Now see the next thing. They have no exposure to real world. These children are unkempt, hungry, weak and emaciated. So यहाँ पर क्या है कि इनको real world के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता है. They are just given a fairyland type of imagination and they are living in that only. They are not being introduced to the real world and वो बहुत ही भूखे हैं, weak हैं, and they are not having energy. They are energyless, right? So this is the expression made by poet towards the children. He has defined the students like this, right? They are bony and carry the legacy of poverty and disease. So यहाँ पे आथर कह रहा है कि they are what? They are still carrying their tag with them of poverty and disease because they are bony. Bony means क्या होता है, वो उनका जो शरीर है वो क्या है, सिर्फ उसमें हड्डियाँ दिख रही हैं, मसल्स का कहीं अटैचमेंट नहीं है, बिकॉज दे आर वीक, right? So they are still carrying the tag of weak, poverty and disease with them, right? Now more it is saying that they are living in an environment of utter hopelessness. They are given a glimpse of outside world through the pictures hanging on their classroom walls. These seems to be totally meaningless to the, यहाँ पर आपको क्या कहा गया है कि उन्हें अभी तक किसी भी आउटर वर्ड से इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं कराया गया है. वो कहाँ पे देयर इज़ अ इन्वायरमेंट डेवलप्ड दैट इज़ द इन्वायरमेंट ऑफ होपलेसनेस, राइट. सो वो इन्वायरमेंट ऑफ होपलेसनेस में जी रहे हैं बिकॉज दे हैव नॉट बीन इंट्रोड्यूस टू द रियल वर्ल्ड येट. उन्हें बस एक छोटी छोटी पिक्चर्स दिखाई जाती हैं, छोटी छोटी ग्लिम्स दिखाई जाती हैं आउटर वर्ल्ड की, विच हैज़ बीन हैंगिंग ऑन दियर क्लासरूम वॉल्स. सो एक पोस्टर है जिसमें बाहरी दुनिया का एक छोटा सा व्यू दिखाया गया है जो उनकी क्लासरूम वॉल पर टंगा हुआ है. एंड विद दैट चार्ट, विद दैट हैंगिंग पिक्चर, दे आर बीन इंट्रोड्यूस टू द आउटर वर्ल्ड, राइट. In reality they are not been sent to the outer world to meet that, right? So author is saying that कि अगर ऐसा है वहाँ पर this picture hanging and they are not being introduced to outer world, that seems to be totally meaningless. इसका कोई मतलब नहीं बनता है because they will be living in the still the environment of hopelessness, right? So they are living in the environment of hopelessness. They are not having any kind of hope with them. Okay. It has been said that the map on the wall proclaims the word which is vast and limitless, but the word of these children is limited. So यहाँ पर बताया कि वहाँ पर जो क्लास रूम है वहाँ पर आपका क्या है, एक मैप टंगा हुआ है which is defining the word as very big and limitless. तो वो वर्ड को बहुत ही बड़ा और वास्ट शो कर रहा है. बट ये जो बच्चे हैं इनकी लाइफ कैसी है, एक लिमिटेड ही एरिया में एक लिमिटेड ही चीज़ों के साथ बंधी हुई है, राइट. So that's all guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, hit the like button and also do share and subscribe to my channel.